Hello, my tarot lovers. This is Maje. This is your Tarotpolitan community host. And today I'm filming this video because of your questions. So here I will fulfill, or I will try to answer as best as I can questions that you guys have raised in previous tarot analysis for the Luigi Mangione's case. So questions that you guys have raised are: what was Luigi Mangione doing on those 6 months till he got detained? So we are going to do a 6 months review with tarot to see where Luigi has been. The following question was about his family. How is his family now with what all this happening about the evidence, the detention, the maybe the suppression of evidence, all what is happening, what the family think about, how they are. Then the following question is going to be about Brian Thompson. Was Brian Thompson framed? I also have another question about, is Luigi Mangione a patsy? If he was framed somehow, or if he's a patsy. If Luigi Mangione gonna have a sentence, and if what that sentence could be. And if Luigi Mangione is gonna become a public figure somehow. So now that I have covered the questions that we're gonna make, let's start by shuffling the cards and having an opening to see Luigi Mangione's case and Luigi Mangione's energy overall. Okay, the opening. We have a very interesting opening. 2 and 2 is 4, is the Emperor. Okay, the overall energy for this reading is the hidden information. This is something that it was coming in the early readings that I did for this case, that there was information that wasn't clear or was hidden somehow. So this information now is coming to the surface, is central now. So I think what we have seen so far, that was an unlawful detention, that what they seized from him was registered 5 hours after detention, that the DNA was sustracted under an unlawful detention. All what is Thomas Dykey and the New York attorney are alleging in favor of Luigi. So I think this is part of the information, and the information is coming to the surface and is becoming very central. And this information could help have a resolution, or could help have some sort of agreement between parts, or something like that. And the 4, we have a 4, we have the Emperor. This can be like things could be manifesting quite quickly. Could be taking some sort of form of reality. You know, like things are not just, that they are not a speculation. That the information is not a speculation, it can become a real thing happening. Now that we have looked at the overall energy for Luigi Mangione's questions that you guys have raised, let's have a look at the first question, that is the 6 months. So we're looking into June, July till December, where Luigi Mangione was. Okay, July, August, September, October, November, and December. June, July, he was still in contact with family or with some friends. He was still in contact with people. It's more August, or between July, August, where we see him, let's say, more distant. Here, the 10 of Cups represents the energy of July. And I think in July he was still staying at family or friends or people close to him. I think he was still in contact, or maybe he was at least still calling or messaging or something to some people close to him. August is different. He seems to be alone. He seems to be expecting something good. But things are still in the air. He's still in the kind of like in the dream, in a kind of like a dreamy state. Then September, there were some difficulties, but he was traveling, and he was traveling alone, and he was observing things from, let's say, from a space, no? Let's say when the Six of Wands is normally recognitions of victories or a return, a successful return. But in Luigi's case, I would say like he was traveling, he was on the move. September, he was moving places. He wasn't in the same place. And here he was alone. Here is where I see that he could have still contact with people. But here and here he's alone. October, there was a drastic change, and it had to do with a woman. I don't know if with this woman he has worked with her in the past, maybe he stayed at her house for some time. I think he has been places to places, but October, there is a link with this female represented with the earth. So there is a physical connection, or whether they know each other, or they have work, or they have some exchange, some important exchange. Then November, okay, in November there was a confusion. Something wasn't clear, but the Seven of Pentacles here, it shows expectations of something, of planting seeds, expectations of something to grow, of to be of importance for him. But because he got the 7 and the energy of 11 for the month of November, here is 18, the moon. So it wasn't very clear, and it has to do also with this lady or what happened in October, because it's with the same element of earth. So there was the expectation to gain something. I don't know if he was doing some work for her or something like that. But here is a female that he had some sort of contact and some sort of exchange, and something that things wasn't clear, but he was expecting something. And then in December, he was alone. December, he was alone, and he was waiting for something, like in a standby, because the energy of the 12th month of the year and the page, that is, the page represent like the full represent 0, the potential of things. He was definitely alone, and he was definitely expecting or waiting something to happen. Now that we have looked at that, Brian Thompson, was Brian Thompson framed? Because it seems to be like he was out an hour or an hour and a half earlier than the actual conference, and somebody, a billionaire or trillionaire, let's say somebody like Brian Thompson, probably a billionaire, being the CEO of this organization, you don't walk alone in the street, you have security. But he was alone. He was alone at a strange time. And also, it's very strange that somebody like him that had received threats is walking around alone like that at that time and passing by the hotel. So this is very strange. Look, I remember this King of Pentacles. It came up in the first reading that I did, that somebody wanted to benefit on that. I will say that yes, Brian Thompson was framed. And look, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, this also could relate to this lady, we don't know. But one thing that for sure, Brian Thompson, I think he was framed. There is a meeting, there is a meeting, there is the benefit of framing Brian Thompson, and something that he wasn't satisfied before. You know, they were expecting to bring some sort of commotion, emotional commotion. So 4 and 3, 7. The person who framed at the time that Brian Thompson was framed, that person was alone. But there have been meetings, and there have been somebody quite powerful financially, or there has been a financial gain. Now, is Luigi a patsy? Someone who has been induced to be in the wrong place at the wrong time? I don't know if he has been a patsy from the very beginning. It could be because these pentacles and these pentacles and these pentacles, they all are in line. These pentacles as well, these pentacles here, they are all are in line. But definitely, I think what it is that he, with the 5, he got the 4 of Pentacles here, the 5 of Wands, and the Magician. I don't know if it was a patsy itself. It could be because, as I say before, there are links here with the framing and here with this lady here. But what we have here is more like he has been rushed to be the main person. I think more than anything is like, look, we got somebody, and this had happened before. Let me see if I remember the names. What were the names? There was a very bloody case in America, actually, where they blamed a couple of guys of town. They were the Iron Maiden, Gothic type, and they say there must be these two, you know, and the actual person was free. And this have happened so many times before, that they have rushed, you know, when bad things, really bad between brackets, you know, when really important things or bad things happen, they will always rush to get somebody, to blame somebody, to satisfy justice in that sense. But actually what they're doing is a mess. This is, the 5 of Wands can be a mess. You know, this can be a mess. That it could be somehow linked here and there, yes. But I think it's more like he has been rushed to put at the front line, to be in the limelight. Very much so. And 5 and 4 is 9 and 1 is 10, the Wheel of Fortune. This is being opportunistic. I think more than a patsy, that it could be as well, it's more like he has been rushed to be framed, to be the main suspect. Now, how is his family? How is Luigi Mangione's family? Well, after all, what is been happening, cancellations of hearings, how, you know, he's being presented in court, the documentals, everything. The family must know. So the first person I'm gonna put here is the mother, the father, the older sister, and the younger sister. Look, the mother and the father, they are not in a very good space. The mother is not in a very good space at all. And she had the devil before. In previous readings that I have read for Luigi's family, she is not in a very good space. She's like, I think, hating the whole thing, the whole system. What is happening for her is horrible, absolutely horrible. The father, I think the father must be under treatment. And actually, I think one of the sisters, the oldest one, Maria Santa, is a doctor. So they are hoping that the father seems to be more optimistic, but I think he is under treatment, especially because of the mother. She's not in a very good space at all. Then the older sister and the younger sister, they are hopeful that something good is gonna happen. You know, that this could be resolved. They are hoping to see Luigi soon. They are hoping that he will walk free, or at least with a minor sentence, not with a death penalty. They are hopeful what is good. Let's see, what could be the sentence? I think I'm gonna do more readings along with the court cases, but some of you have asked about what could be the sentence and if Luigi is gonna become a public figure. Okay, we have the Death, the Justice, and the Two of Pentacles. A sentence will be. A sentence will definitely be. But before the sentence, a lot of things are going to happen that can change the course of that sentence. Big time. Because we have the Death here and we have the Justice. So something that happened along, let's say, the final outcome or sentence or something, a lot of things are going to change that sentence. But a transformation, unbelievable transformation. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can be an agreement between two parts. Yeah? So there is a sentence, but you got here the Two of Pentacles, so it could be a lower sentence. The death penalty obviously is considered, but I think that could change to a lesser sentence. Let's see. 13, 15, 16, 26, 8. I have a number 8, could be no more than 8 years if we have a number. So 13, 15, 16, 26, 8. Yeah, no more than 8 years. Between 2 to 8 years. But anyway, I will do more videos, you know, along with what we more discover and everything. If you are new here, go back to the first video that I did like a month or a month and a half ago, where I start all this journey with Luigi Mangione. Another thing that I want to mention is I believe, and other people are telling me, that probably my channel is getting shadow banned. So it's very important that if you guys like this reading, that you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share this video across other platforms. It will make a big difference for Tarotpolitan and for myself, and I thank you in advance. So, and the last question, after all this has settled down, how Luigi Mangione is going to be perceived? If he's a public figure, or how he will perceive. Very good. Look, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. And look, the Eight of Swords, people have been very nervous, especially, look, it's here, no? People have been very nervous because of the death penalty. Very nervous about that. People doesn't want this Luigi to go to the death penalty. Many people also start to believing that justice is not being served, or having second thoughts. The Two of Swords and the Justice here. Having second thoughts about justice. Having second thoughts, or not believing what, let's say, what is happening to Luigi, or if Luigi is having a fair trial. And the outcome is the Ace of Cups. Luigi is going to be loved deeply by everyone, or most people. But I think, yes, I think Luigi is going to become a figure that people will love, will take into, let's say, warm thoughts, or will see Luigi as somebody that they look with let's say, tenderness, love and tenderness. And 8 and 2 and 1 is 11, the Justice. I would say that people are going to see Luigi as somebody that either way they see Luigi as somebody who brings justice, who is, or whether because of the system has been unfair to him, or whether because, I think more because of the system being unfair to him, that people are going to see him as somebody special, that they have estimation, that they value Luigi. People are going to see Luigi as a public figure, but as a public figure that they value with their hearts. Yeah, so now that I have answered most of the questions, I think all of the questions that you guys have raised recently, I thank you all for all these questions. And if you want to share your thoughts, you want to ask more questions about this case, I'm all here. I always welcome your messages. Very happy to hear from you all. So I see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.